All right. Good evening. Hello, everybody. It feels weird this time because I'm alone here, so I can't say hello, Espen. Hello, Jakob. Espen should have joined today, but sadly, he will not be able to join today. He got family issues he has to deal with the last minute, so apologies to everybody. But then I decided to stream anyway because we initially talk about Eliteserien fantasy. So whoever is here, I appreciate you stayed waiting for us, and welcome everybody. And we will chat a bit. I don't expect to be a long stream, but hopefully we can figure something out here. Hi, hello Andrew. Hi Andy Martin. How are you? Are you excited for the second half of the season? I'm excited. I'm not excited actually. I have to look forward to FPL now. I've been in a bad form recently. Outside of the 1000 top 1000, have been 455th a few weeks ago. I think I've got 5 red arrows in 6 game weeks now. So not great. Not great. My team needs a wild card. So yeah, tell me, how are you doing? Which rank are you in now? And I think we have a few more people joining here. So yeah, welcome everybody. Yeah, I feel rusty. So game week 17 is around the corner, and it happens with FPL kicks off again for the new season. So I understand many people will be playing 2 games. Might not be ideal, but this is the time now where we have to focus strategies, chips, target game weeks, climb the rankings. So yeah, let's see where we start with. So I'll show you my team. It's on the screen already, and just a quick review. So I've got 78 points, and it was a red arrow basically. It's a second game week where I get a monster score and I get a red arrow. So I can't understand anymore. How can I get a green arrow? Probably Andy, you can tell me because you've been in a fine form recently. Nothing from Makani. Defense did okay. Surmo and Daland. Finally, Surmo came out from the useless category to be something useful. It was a dramatic game week, right? Because there was some news about Pellegrino out, Zakariasin out, I don't know, Juncker out completely. So yeah, it was tough for some managers. I can't remember who acted to these news, and I know some people have already sold Pellegrino or sold Zakariasin or even wildcarded and put out a team that was completely different to what was reality. But I think it was a breakthrough point because now Eliteserien fantasy is back to where we want, without leaks, without breaking news or whatever. I think this is better for the game, in my opinion. Probably some people benefited from it. I didn't actually. I don't feel that I made a transfer based on the leagues that did not benefit me, that it did benefit me. So yeah, the snowman has melted. So yeah, back to normal days. Hello, Penguin, FPL Penguin. How are you? Great to see you. Long time no see, guys. Adam Mac, how are you guys? Yeah, Andy, thanks very much. I appreciate your commitment to join here in the videos as well. Thanks a lot for that. Yeah, Berisha and Bakinga. Yeah, those two people I missed out completely, like completely. Yeah, so I've got 2 free transfers. I've had, not anymore, 2 free transfers. I used them to, I think, I'm rusty. I can't remember which transfers I made. So let me see. I think I got Bork, and I got Zacharias, and I got Borvin. For James, Akram, and someone else in defense, I guess, right? Salitros, yeah. I did not do any transfer in the defense. Pork has been there for the game week before, game week 15. So Ikram, James, and Salitros out for a hit. Zakariasin, Borvin, and Dunham And it was a knee jerk to the news because Valerian, the team sheets came out first, and then I saw that Dunham, okay, he's starting, he has a good fixture against Harrison, and I don't know, he blanked, of course, and I don't know if he will play next game week. Have been a bit off from the news, but there was some strong links for Dunham to move to Turkey. I have to check what happened there. We might know in the next 48 hours, but generally speaking, 2 from 3 have delivered, which is okay. But now I have got a problem again with Borvin because I don't know which one of him and Islamovic will start. We've been sure that Sida will be benched and Borvin will play on the left, and he scored a penalty, and then he went off after 65 minutes. So it might be someone I have to look for, and if so, it will be Berisha or who's the other one? Yeah, well, it was Jurgen Strand Larsen against Alisson, but then we had the news that he moved to the Netherlands, which nice for me because I can see him sometime with the Groningen. The other option will be Berisha then, or Moss. So we will see how it goes. Adam Mack, yeah, thanks very much. I appreciate that, my man. Thanks a lot. Well, let's talk through the team then. Defense, we've got 2 clean sheets. Zachariasen with an assist, that's fine. Pellegrino, gutted for those who sold Pellegrino. I genuinely saw people on that Slack have sold Pellegrino, which was really tough for them to take. I've kept the captaincy on Haida. I think that one of the key differences for me is that Zayn Kernadil has been in a hot form, and he has been outscoring Haida for 2 or 3 games in a row. And I'm still in a position where I don't want to change the captaincy because I don't want to lose out or miss out. I still believe it will even out. Haida has the penalties. He scored with Norway under 21 a penalty as well, so he looks to be on the penalties until he misses. And he's still scoring goals, but the thing is that Singh United has been on fire, unstoppable. Juncker made a cameo, which is finally some good news that he might start next game week. He is fit. The cameo tells me that he is match fit, and those 10-12 days are important as well for him to be fully fit. Boniface blanked in that game week, so yeah, it might be good news for Juncker to have a start. And the ownership has crazily dropped down from 65% to 39%. So I don't think he is owned by a lot in the top 1000. I think those 39% are, a lot of them are dead teams. So we will see. Yeah, that's right, Adam. Pellegrino has been so reliable, has been a decent captaincy options as well. 15 goals for him. He is on the golden boot. So yeah, it's one of the best seasons for sure, if not the best for Pellegrino. Yeah, so if I want to go through some games, give some reaction. I did not watch a lot that game week, to be honest, so I will just give some general thoughts on some people. So or some teams. So Hadassah, for example, I was surprised that they beat Valerian, that they have been in a bad form offensively and defensively. But they managed to get a win from Valerenga. And again, Velde is a hero for some of you guys, right? 5.7% differential, 6.6 million, and another 9 points for him. So that's very good move for him. Valerenga, they have signed a new striker, which I still don't know how to spell his name, but he will be available from 13th, and it would be interesting to see where would he be fitted in the team, and who makes way for him. Kjartansson, I think that's my best ever. Vidar Kjartansson. He could be something. Like when I saw the prices, 11 million, I was like, whoa, is he like a Borvin Atrum level? But then when I checked his history, He's been very good in Eliteserien a few years back, before the game actually launched, because that's why I think he played in 2014, something like that, and that's before the game launched. So there is no historical data for him, but you can check it out on Transfermarkt and see about him. So he could be something, but I will definitely not invest that amount of money until I see him, until he kicks some ball and score. Yeah. What else? Brana Stromgrosser kind of expected. Expected actually Stromgrosser to concede more, but Bamba blanked again, and it's that's weird. It's a weird thing because Kumsun has blanked for like, I don't know, 4, 5, 6 game weeks in a row. Never owned him when he scored 7 goals in 7 game weeks, but then I never owned him either. So it feels like it evened out. And I can imagine a lot of you have run out of patience with Kumsun. And I last time I recommended to hold on if you still have him. But I think it's time to sell. Valeringa, Budglem, Christiansen, Molde. Maybe if you have other problems, you can hold on next game week, but definitely won't keep anyone for the 3 game weeks after. It's really nightmare for Bran. Yeah, nothing much. Maigard chipping with assists, so that's about it really. Salvesen is one of those frustrating strikers. He scores in unexpected games, and he blanks in more unexpected games either. So yeah, Start and Allison. I don't know how to feel about it. I thought there would be a few more goals in that game. Hi, Marius Jensen. Welcome here. How are you? So yeah, delighted for Daland clean sheet. And it looks like that it's still difficult to judge how the new manager has affected the team, whether the team has really improved defensively or Start is actually not a free scoring team anyway. So I would still wait for one more game week before I think we should reconsider targeting Alisson, if that makes sense. So I might still get Moss. Now we know he is the number 9 for Salzburg until they sign a new striker, which they will probably do during the transfer window. But it's a little bit different now, and it might be that Alisson defense are not as bad as we thought, or as they were, because they were bad. So let's see. And I think they have switched the goalkeeper. So Lai has started the last 2 games. So did that make a difference? Maybe not. We shall see. But I would say many congratulations and well done if you have any odd player. I would say Rude 20 points, Riza something like 7 points, Bakinga, even Rashani has scored, and this game is totally unexpected. There was no way I would have thought that Mjøndalen will concede 6 goals. Was really like surprising, and I think this is what we want from Espen Ruud. A 6.6 defender. He's very appealing now. 6.7 now. He's very appealing now because he's on penalties, and I would be tempted to get him if I am on a wild card or I have a transfer to use. I would definitely consider getting him in after Buduglem's game. I wouldn't advocate now to get him now this game week, but the next 2 game weeks or even the long term, Stabik and Harris, I can see clean sheets. I can see goals from him. Rosenborg might not be the best, but we've seen Rosenborg is very fluctuating team. They can score goals, but they can blank basically. I wonder which game week we will know the rest of the fixtures, because it's 4 game weeks away from now. But then we will see how the game week 21 and 22 pans out, and that's what we wanted to talk about it during the day, about the chips, and that basically it's really good to hold on the chips now because it's a transfer market period. A lot of players have been in and out, or rumors, or we might receive some unexpected news. For example, Strand Larsen, he was linked to some Dutch teams, but all of a sudden, boom, he's sold, which did not give a chance to us to digest that. So I would definitely hold until after game week 20 because we don't know the rest of the fixtures. What I want to say that it's very unlikely because we just learned today that the cup, the Norwegian Cup, has been called off, and that means there is no cup this year, meaning there will be no midweek games, and that means we will not have blank and double game weeks until the end of the season. The European games for the teams involved in it will be midweeks, and that should not affect the game week itself, but it might change. Some teams who play on Saturday, they will play on Sunday. But basically means there is a slim chance to have more double game weeks or single blind game weeks unless there is some second wave or third wave of coronavirus that might affect some games. Other than that, I don't see any double game weeks this season, which means that for any of us who have the chips, we have to look at single game weeks. You have to look at, for example, the best 3 strikers in a particular game week and then get them in and apply the attack chip. Or you have a team you have to wait on a team when it's in a bad situation with injuries and difficult matches, then you can apply the rich uncle, for example. So it would really be like the end of the FPL season where we had a lot of chips to use, but no double game weeks. So we had to use them in single game weeks. But I would definitely hold them until the transfer window closes. I was very tempted to hit the wildcard this game week. But then I realized that, oh no, there might be chance that I bring someone in and next game week he goes away. I'm still annoyed that Dono might leave before next game week. And I have him, and that's a transfer. So how about the wild card? Yeah, and Dinesh, welcome here. How are you? Yeah, farewell to Jorgen Strand Larsen. Yeah, it's a farewell. Probably the goal we watched, no, the huge run for him that we added the music to it was pretty much the last action from Strand Larsen. So it's yeah, we've been so excited, right? We've been so excited to the time that he kicks in and we can get him in. But yeah, all the best to him. Skeeter to Stabek. Sondre, hi, how are you? Is it official? I didn't really see the news today. And yeah, that would be interesting move because they have been playing with Edvardsen as a striker, who is a midfielder initially, and for some short period they played Kinoshita. That would be very interesting, really. Stabek, who they have now? Yeah, Butham, they signed Butham, indeed. Right. Wow, Skater, that would be interesting move. Interesting move. Yeah, I'm surprised as well, Adam. I don't know. I feel like this step is a little bit too early for Strand Larsen. But I think there have been a lot of like links and transfers between the Eliteserien and the Eredivisie in the last couple of years. We've seen that in for example, Hakon Evian of last season, and it probably has to do with some agreements with the clubs or level of teams. But I'm sure he will enjoy his time because Arjen Robben is back, and he's building his fitness. He might get some games, and definitely he's a very experienced player. He will learn from him. So it's in all ways it's a very good move for him. Whether he will step up and yeah, challenge for that, that's something yet to be seen. But yeah, I felt it's wow. It's a big move for him. Yeah, it's a rumor yet. All right, pretty spot on. Wow, 5'1" is a great bargain. Yeah, yeah. Wow, skater, skater. Yeah. Woo. Interesting. It's gonna be interesting. Gonna be interesting one. Um. I was thinking Street is a striker. Well, why I'm saying is a striker. Yeah, but I wonder how does that affect the depth of the midfield, because it used to be Stita and Fett who rotates their places, right? I apologize if I'm so rusty with the. Yeah, it's that. So Stita and Fett have been rotating their places, so and they are involved in European games, and if they if they win the second qualifier, they will play with Milan. It's very big game for them. But yeah, it's gonna be interesting move. And for 5.1, I think he's a nice option indeed. Looking at the Rosenborg game, I think this game is the fair one, right? Because last time it was a 3-0, I think, to Rosenborg, or 4-0. And it's been a surprise how Stabæk got hammered like this. But it was a really great game for Stabæk, and somehow nicked a point from Rosenborg. I'm personally like delighted with the penalty of Borvin, because it was the Kariasin assist, and Islamovic was on the pitch when he took the penalty. So the read to get in Borvin after missing the penalty, after Islamovic missed the penalty, was a good move by myself, but it was really like a jammy move. He's still owned by 27%, which probably is the teams pretty much. But yeah, I mean, Edvardsen, Vetlesen has been taken along with a point. I did not get him in my team, but he's in my draft. I play a draft game with some Eliteserien managers, and he has been great recently. So at 5.7, 5.6, he's a good option. With good fixtures, I must admit, like Haggis and Odd, Start and Salzburg. Very good games. Very, very good for. I'm personally thinking of Hank Olsen as well, to get him back. He has been in my team for 2 game weeks. He scored 20 points. And then they did not get a clean sheet since then. It's been a while, yeah. What else? Yeah. How do you feel about Rosenborg, guys? Because they still have a good run of fixtures. So who do you own, and who do you think will be the best pick from them? I also learned that they have signed a new left back, so it would be interesting when the player, I don't know the name yet, to be honest. I missed out on the name, but they signed a new left back, and it will be interesting to know which one will hold the right back place, whether it's Ritan or Hedenstad. If there is a first choice in the first place, it could be that they just rotate their places. But yeah, I had a lot of like concerns about Zakariasen, and he treated me alright, so can't complain. About clean sheets from defenders, poster points. Welcome to the chat, man. Welcome. Yeah, I'm not. It's a bingo, right? You have no certainty, no pattern, no consistency from any team with the clean sheets. Even the home and away thing, everybody is conceding everywhere now. So I wouldn't rely too much. I wouldn't rely too much on the clean sheets, but I would definitely get someone like Ruud or Hayden of Molde, or Aspak from the attacking fullbacks, the attacking defenders. Regan Jensen as well. He has been doing okay. So those are the sort of defenders I would target personally. Having Surmo for me, for example, it was pretty much about the clean sheet. Once the clean sheet is gone, it's like, well, he's useless. I will not hope for anything. But for the attacking defenders, there is always a chance for them to do something. Yeah, just need fullbacks. Exactly, fullbacks. Fullbacks. Riza. I like Riza. The thing is, with if you followed the Norway under-21 game, Riza has scored a goal, and then he took a penalty and he missed it, and he later on scored another goal, which creates a question where why did he step in for the penalties? I mean, it's not why, but it's a thing to consider that he actually stepped in the penalties. I'm not saying that he would take penalties for all because it's Peru's, but I wouldn't underestimate Riza. I would consider him if you don't have the funds to go all the way to Espen. I think Riza is a little bit cheaper. Yeah, 5.6 compared to 6.7. So I would go Rude. But if you don't have the funds, then Riza is not a bad a bad pick, I would say. Yeah, he scored a great goal. Yeah, I saw the replays. All right, so yeah, going back to the games, where else? Yeah, Bodø/Glimt. So how do you feel, guys, about Singer Nagel? You must be delighted, the captainers, right? Hansen is soon to be back, so Lund soon might be out. Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point. But I wouldn't go to the goalkeepers anyway. He has been. I wouldn't go now. So good for the managers if you. Good for you if you went for him some time ago. They have kept some clean sheets, and he is in a good price, 5.5, I guess. But I would definitely consider shipping him out as soon as possible. But Bodø/Glimt, they are now, I think, 10 points ahead of Molde with a game in hand. So that's crazy. That's crazy, right? Let me see. Boom. 10 points and a game in hand. 13 points potentially. And 13 games remaining and 14 for the other teams. Is the league pretty much done? And a question I have asked myself a few days ago is like, how would Bodø/Glimt approach the next games, especially the good games, where they have European commitment and then good fixture afterwards? I know that they don't rotate a lot, but there is a chance that they will ease on some games. I might be wrong because definitely they want the league. They want the league. They did not win the league yet, but they want the league. But for me, if I'm the manager, I would actually give additional consideration to the European games because it's a lifetime opportunity, right? Especially if you face Milan. If you lose 6-0, it's Milan. And I still actually fancy them against Milan because it's a one-leg game, so it could be really, with a good management, they can actually do damage. Yeah, why isn't Synchronized the Denmark national team? I don't know. It's a good question. It's the same thing with Eikrem. Why he's not in Norway national team? Probably his level will not be a national team level. He is so good in Eliteserien, but is that even enough to get to the Danish team? With Christian Eriksen, with Paulsen, with those group of players, I don't know. It could be. I would definitely like to think that the manager knows about his abilities, about him, about the reports that comes in from Signanagel, whether he's good enough or not. Because the Danish team in general is a decent team, and pretty much all of them play in high level European teams. So could be that. Hi Sabina, welcome. How are you? Magnus Berg. -4 to change Lende to another goalkeeper. If you know for sure that Hansen is back and will start, you don't have another goalkeeper, it might be worth the move. But I wouldn't do it in general for a hit. No, not for a goalkeeper, not for a defender. In this game, I would not actually. Bodø/Glimt are 1-50 to win the league. Was that at the beginning of the season or now? Because now it should be surely much better than this. I don't know if you can still bet on them actually, but this is pretty much done and dusted. Yeah, interesting one. Christiansen and Sandefjord is not. It's all about Pellegrino, right? Aspak was on the bench for the second game in a row. I'm not sure what's the issue there. I'd like to think that he will be fit for the next game. He will start, but I don't have the info. I don't have the inside info to say so. But if he still hold Aspat, which I doubt, but he might be back. And yeah, Viking. Viking has beat Molde. Molde, is it like 5 losses in the last 7 games for Molde? Let me see. Molde. It's a 3 in the last 5 for sure, and I think it's way more if you stretch it over 7 game weeks or so. The team has lost the form completely. Probably since I met or I talked with Blakey James. I'm sorry for that. Yeah, I don't know. They seem to be focusing on the European games. They are doing still fine in the qualifiers, but I'm not sure that they have much faith in the league, especially with 10 points plus game. Yeah, Viking did exceptionally well, and Petiti 2 assists, and this is what was his return in the last few game weeks, because he's done amazing. He has 4 assists and 1 goal in the last 4 game weeks. And I was like in the Slack, I was telling people like Petiti is always involved. Is he prime Thierry Henry? Like super fine form. But well done if you've got Berisha against Molde. I wouldn't generally opt for Berisha against Molde, but I know a lot of people have bought him in this game and even before that. So Berisha is someone I definitely want. Oh my goodness, 30.5%. That if he coughs, then I'm getting a red arrow. So 12, 13, 10, 9, 7 before that. Like wow. I don't know why I miss all of this. I don't know why I miss all of this when I had Junker for such a long time. Because every time they said he's a DAO, he might start, and he never started. So very well done, guys. And looking at Viking, they have tough game against Christiansen. I might get him anyway because they play Alessand afterwards. And the Mjøndalen, they can score. And Strømsgodset, they can score. So definitely Viking, 3 of the next 4 are enticing. And Christiansen are not that solid. They are good, but they're not very solid. And we've seen that in many games. They did not concede against Sandefjord, but it was the first clean sheet in a while. And it seems that they don't have a goalkeeper yet. I mean, they keep switching the goalkeepers. Mbaye and Holmet, they play every game, every other game. So it's a bit mess with the goalkeeper position. But Berisha is someone. The big news with Viking though, Pereira, did he move or is about to move? Let me see if he's flagged. No, he's still there, but I think the bid has been accepted for some team. So keep an eye on that if you have him, because it might be it for Pereira. 62 points in half of the season. I think that's okay. But it's really skewed by this 24 points. This game is hilarious. He scored pretty much half of his points in this game. For 6.2 million, I don't think that he was worthwhile. But certainly, if you had him in this period of time, then yeah, it was great. 18.2% is well owned. I can tell. But with Viking, then we have Hidheim. The day they keep a clean sheet, Hidheim will get some bonus points. So I would focus on Ibrahimai, on Petiri, and Berisha, to be honest, with Viking. I wouldn't look too much on the defense. Hidheim is doing more than enough. And if Pereira goes, then who is the backup? I think his backup is 4.2. Yeah, this guy, Vikstol. He might be the one to get when Pereira leaves. A fullback, I don't know if he offers much more than Hidheim. I would still rather have Hidheim. They are both in the same price bracket, but I think Hidheim is good for bonus. And Molde, I feel like everybody will be put off Molde now, including myself, and at some point they have to pick up their form again, right? They have to go back to winning ways. They have to score a lot of goals. I think they will still finish second. And if you look at the games, they're not too bad. Valerenga, Sandefjord, Brann. They have played against them recently. They lost to Brann. They lost to Sandefjord, and they have made a small win against a tight win against Valerenga. So yeah, it's a tough position. I wouldn't keep anyone. I would sell Molde asset, but I'm happy to get him back if they pick up another form. So yeah, that's my opinion on that. And about next game week, so Saturday 6 p.m. Norway time, so that's 5 p.m. kickoff in UK. Kickoff for the game week 17. So 4 p.m. is the deadline, guys, for the people in the UK. And I still don't see any other captain than Bodø/Glimt. Might be some differential captains in Salzburg if you fancy Moss against Alisson, but that's way too risky. Rosenborg, I would like to keep Borvin against Strømsgodset on paper. But the question is, will he play? Unless I get some inside info from Twitter or here or there, we will not know the lineup. We will not know the lineup before the Sunday, before the deadline, because the game is on Sunday. So I might risk keeping Borvin and accept that he might be benched, and or I just ship him out and get someone from Salzburg. And I don't know yet. I don't know really what am I doing with that. Other captains, Christiansen and Viti. We just spoke about the defenses of both teams actually. So I don't fancy any clean sheet in this game. So Berisha and Pellegrino could be on the points for this game. And yeah, what do you think, guys? Who are you captain in this game week? Who's your captain? Post the points. Players on score runs might struggle to get a rhythm back after the national break. It happens sometimes, right? Some people who are on a fine form can be affected by this break. Question is, for example, like Berisha, would he still be scoring a lot of goals after the break? Question, for example, would be Yonkar having a chance to recover and hit the ground running again? So the first game week after the international break used to be always tricky. For me, for FPL, for Eliteserien as well. So yeah, see. Yeah, so I think for me, I'm still with Heide. Although I'm like, I'm very tempted to switch to Singernagel. Part of me says no, don't change your approach. And the other part says, no, he's hitting really good form. And I don't want to miss out more. So I don't know which direction is the right way. But I might just stick with Heide. I like watching him. In the games I could watch Bodø/Glimt, he was fantastic. He hasn't been great in the last few games, but he was getting a penalty every game week. So, and a couple of bonus points. So that's not too bad. Well, not too bad, but it's not enough. Right, because everybody else will be, if not Heide, will be captain Singernagel. Singernagel has had a bit more rest. Yeah, agree. Although the Norway 21 game, Heide was subbed off at halftime, so he did not play a lot of minutes. I'm not sure if Norway under 21 played another game, and if so, how did he do? But I don't consider that Heide has played a lot of minutes. That makes sense because it was just one half and he was literally subbed off at halftime. Norway 21. I'm checking this right now. They played another game and they lost 2-0 against Netherlands. Woohoo! Yeah, sorry guys. Supporting my team. But actually Heide played full game. Ooh, that's something to consider. Strand Larsen played full game as well. Hove played full game. Akron Evian did not do anything. Riza has played as well 86 minutes, so pretty much the whole game. And for Haida, 2 shots on target, 1 shot blocked, and 1 key pass. So he did okay, but apparently, yeah, the game was very tough. So actually, this is a good point, Sondre, because Single Knight has been in full rest. It might be a good time to switch. Yeah, it might be a good pick. Oh, I will consider this. I will consider this. Yeah. Right, so what's your transfer, guys? What is your transfer plans? I've got 1 free transfer and 2.2 million here. And one of the things I wanted to do, but I did not pay attention when I got Dunham, is to have enough funds to do Hested to one of the Strand Larsen or Moss. Oops. No, Abdullah, yeah. Abdullah, yeah. 7.3, so I'm a bit short on this. I'm a bit short on this. So I don't want to take a hit as well. So it might be, depending on Junker and Borvin news, I might sell Borvin and get Moss. Also, there are news that Thomason might be out. I don't think this is a concrete news, but it's a rumor here. I don't know what happened to him, if he picked up an injury or so. But I'll be careful with buying Thomason, because in general, Sarpsborg have good fixtures, right? Alessandro Mjøndalen, Strømgodset, and Stabæk. Actually, I see some clean sheets and some goals from them. And generally speaking, with the defense, it's Thomason pretty much, right? But Sarpsborg have sold Strand Larsen and Koulibaly to Sheffield United, who was loaned to Belgium, and that's a big loss for them, because Koulibaly has been beast, right? And he is the highest scoring midfielder in their team, so yeah, it's a bit weird. It's a little weird with them. Velda to Pellegrino. Yeah, I think that's always a good move. Any move that includes having Pellegrino is a good one, yeah. I'm going to wildcard because I'm stuck with only 8 players playing, because Molde blank, transfers and Velda 4 yellow card. Actually Velda is suspended, right? Okay, now, yeah, Velda to Pellegrino is the easiest move of all time. Yeah, no, yeah. I forgot that he's suspended. Yeah. 8 players, ouch. That's tough, huh? How many transfers do you have, Sondre? You have 2 free transfers. I would go with 10. You go with 10 players. I would say so. Especially if you have it, if you are short in defense, then I wouldn't worry too much, because you don't know where the clean sheet is coming from. But if it's in the attack and you have 2 free transfers, I might just take -4 and be done with it and save the wild card. Yeah. Other option is, depends on Dunham news actually. I would have 10.7 million up. The thing is, once you sell Ikram and James, you have a lot of cash again. I remember early in the season we said, oh, the prices are too high and it would be hard to fit everybody. And again, like last season, by halfway through, it says like, oh, we have a lot of cash. And there was one game which I had 9 million in my bank. It was like crazy. Come soon. Nah, out of form. Niklas Sandberg. Nah. My God. Oh my God, no. Bitiri. I'm actually tempted by Bitiri. Might be tempted by Bitiri if Dunham is not playing. You had one transfer and you got in Strand Larsen. Oh wow. No, that's rough. Yeah, I would probably think of the wild card then. Looking at Thomason, yeah, he's a decent pick. He's a decent pick. But as I said, watch out for the news. He might be picking an injury. Whether that was a rumor and it's not true, just appreciate if you can confirm that to me. But he is a question mark at least. The thing is, I'm advocating not to wildcard, but in my position in my team, I need actually a wildcard. My team needs a wildcard. I don't know if Vidar Johnson is gonna play ever again, because he's been like out for a while. Sormo, nah, he will not keep a clean sheet against Viking, but also he's not attacking. Bork, I don't know, it feels like a mistake. He did nothing in the last two. And the fixtures are tough, relatively. Drop a TD and then Borvin to James. There I get Molde player again. Yeah, of course, I like Lady James. I like him. He's a top man. And it's yeah, as I said, it's they are good fixture, but they are not amazing. Heinz. Yeah, Heinz could be an option, but we don't know yet if we don't know yet how would he be used. Would he be settled very quickly and hit the ground running? I'm always cautious about those players. But yeah, 6.5. He could be a good option. So a lot of options I need here, and I have only one free transfer to use, so I have to make a choice. I want Pitiri, I want Berisha, I want Moss because it's operation target Alessand, and my whole defense is pretty much dead. Dead in terms of like not great picks. So I don't know. I will just carry on. I will just try to carry on as much as I can, holding the wild card. I know I will be losing some ground, some points here and there, but let's see if it's gonna be a worthwhile. Can't believe I still have Kumsun post points. There is that feeling that Kumsun is doing okay. He's doing a great game, but he did not score goals. He is getting a chance. If he squared it to Bamba in a few games, there were some actions where he just have to square it to Bamba. He didn't. So I'm not surprised that you kept him that long, because the situation was appealing to keep him, if that makes sense. But I think his time is up now. There's no way to regret anymore. I've done the same with James and Akram. I kept them for so long. And the others were scoring points for fun. I was like, no, they play for Molde, they will score points, but not great. Alright, so yeah, it's about 46 minutes. And I think that's about it. I hope that the chat was interesting, was something to take. Appreciate that you guys stayed tuning in, and yeah, hopefully next game we will be back as a team again, and yeah, I will stay around in Twitter, and let's see how it goes. Good luck everybody for next game week. And for those who wants to join the Slack, I will leave the link in the description. We have a lot of chats, of course, about the Eliteserien, and of course, I'm available on Twitter. So yeah, thanks everybody for joining here, and good luck, and see you next week. Goodbye.